You can't set up a game, Karakan? Yeah, that's why we got dedicated servers rolling, because port forwarding's a pain in the ass. Alright, well, I've got that checked in, so I'm gonna kick off a build here, and I'll be pushing out a new version of the game probably in another hour or so, 2 hours, but I'm not gonna be online on stream for that, because I am done. Thank you for following Ballsy247. If you're gonna be ballsy, it better be ballsy 24/7. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for following, Dignatic. And thanks for playing from South Africa and being helpful with commentary on debugging issues. And hello, Endoscorpion. I'm not ignoring you, but I kind of am. So Adam's offline now? Alright. Oh, Adam just subscribed? What? I think as a reward for subscribing, we're just gonna ban him from the game. Thank you for hosting, Karakan. Which is hilarious because I'm gonna go offline in like 2 minutes. I can teach you programming. Oh my god. Maybe he can teach me some programming. Sub hype, it's true. Spam your emotes. I'm not gonna do like Adam's whole song and dance where he like does that really goddamn creepy thing that like where he kisses the screen and just like plays really horrible music. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. For that sweet ambi rage. Yeah, they weren't gonna approve that one because it's too much rage. You want your kiss? Well, you're gonna have to fly over here, and then get past the security cameras and the security system, and then you'll have to swim back to Australia. But it's gonna be really hard because you won't have any legs. Your game seems to be up now. Yeah, what are you talking about, Karakan? I'll boot up my game. Like, what exactly are you having problems with? Or what problems are we causing you, I should say? Are you going to create a game? Or are you trying to host your game here? Oh, Karakan's Lair. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you're up. I'm just gonna guess the password is that. I don't think I got the password right. Connection timed out. Yeah, so I'm not able to connect to you. I'm also not getting a ping from you, which means that I'm not able to get the port. I'm not able to reach your machine. So, do you know much about port forwarding at all? And all that? Basically, you have to... The ports that we have are 7777 and 7787, I believe. Let me see, it's on the beacon host. I should fucking know this. Beacon host, yeah, 7787. Online connection lost. Reason blank. That's what you're getting when you try to host a game? Um, well, you're not online. Like you see in the bottom there, it's got those three reds. That means you're not connected, you're not authenticated, and everything is awful. So like you dropped your connection to the back end. The other thing I can check is to make sure you actually have a valid IP address registered for joining. And don't worry, I'm not going to flash that on stream. Let's see, your beacon port is proper. Your net version is right. Password protected, yes. And no, I don't store the password on my server. So your public host looks correct, and so does your port. So yeah, you're on 7777. And that is definitely a real public IP that you've got. It didn't want to let you sign in with Twitch. Oh, well, Twitch is kind of a pain in the ass. So we're going to be supporting multiple login providers, other than just Twitch, because Twitch isn't always online. Twitch has got problems. You don't need to have me tell you that. Actually, your password there, I was going to guess that second, but I wasn't going to have the capital on the front. Twitch is twitchy. It really is. Like, when I was at Amazon, we acquired Twitch. And there are stories. There are definitely stories, and they're not leaving beer o'clock at Amazon. Alright, so yeah, I can't join you. So, Karakan, have you set up port forwarding at all on your machine? And can we sign in the Dashkin website login? Yeah, there definitely is a way, Tignatiac, for us to save stuff. So, like, we could be saving your local, we could have, like, a long-lived token on your machine, so, you don't have to log in again and everything, but kind of for the basic bare bones for this stuff, I'd rather be a little bit more conservative with the login flow. Like, let's not remember a whole bunch of stuff about people because they might not want it remembered. Like, you got your little brother using your computer, and then you forget the forget me button and all that, and he logs in as you, and then he starts punching your friends, and you're like, what the hell, man? So you don't even know what port forwarding is. Alright, so port forwarding, basically, I'm going to draw a really awesome picture for this. And by awesome picture, I mean we're going to draw a picture. It's going to be a picture of whatever. Anyway, basically how the interwebs work is, like, if you are... This is like your router in your wherever you live, and this is your machine, and this is you. And then we've got, like somebody else. We've got no brothers, not here anyway. Yeah, Tignatiac. We need like a remember me button, and that's for sure. So in order for this connection to be established, basically, I have to be able to send a message to your machine, which goes over the interweb from my router to your router, and then it has to go to your machine. The problem is, your IP address goes to your router. It does not go to your machine, because it's not like, okay, like if you're sending, it's like sending a letter, right? Like if you address the letter, usually you address it to like a member of a family at an address. Except we don't have that with the internet. We have, I would like to talk to this, house. So you send a letter to the house, and just like the first person who opens the door, the router opens all the mail, and we'll give it to people, and so it's a big issue there. So you've got an IP address in your local network, so that's kind of like member of the family. You're like, you are family member 1. You are family member 2, because this is controlled by computers who don't care about you, so they identify you with stupid numbers. And it's not really the computers that made that decision; it's the engineers, because they didn't care about the computers, and therefore the computers don't care about you. So, how usually this NAT punch through works is, if you want to communicate with somebody, like, I talk to the router, which goes out over the internet to this other router, which will go to the game, which, like, for a dedicated server, it ends right here. Simplified. But what needs to happen is the router needs to go, okay, any message I get on port 7777, route it to this user, this machine in the network, and this would be like your Xbox. And then this guy sends a message back to the router, which sends it to my router, which my router, because I sent a message on this port 7777 to a remote address, it's going to remember that, and it's going to be like, oh, well, I'm just automatically going to forward anything back that I get from this other address to this person who sent it. Yeah, there's always Hamachi, but that's not fun. So, Karakan, what you have to do if you want to host a game is you have to set up port forwarding. So that's going to be on your router and in your settings. So where you set up your Wi-Fi password and stuff like that, there's going to be a router-specific way to set up port forwarding. And it's different for every router on the planet. So you basically need to go online to Google, and you need to forward 2 ports. You need to forward 7777 UDP, and you're going to need to forward 7787 UDP, and you need to forward those to your machine. So you're going to need to get your machine's IP address. So you're going to need to get that. So like, if you run ipconfig, it's going to be your IPv4 address in your local network, which will be this guy right here. And that's why we have dedicated servers, because setting up that sort of crap is not something that we want our customers to have to do. So in the future, basically what we want to do is, there's 2 ways you can solve this problem of 2 machines trying to talk to each other. You can implement a lot of kind of NAT punch-through techniques, like let's say you're both connected to Brackenwood Online. And so basically, this guy who wants to join you would send a message using our backend to your machine, and your machine would send some UDP pings to this router, to here, and then this guy would also send messages back, kind of to each other, and you can kind of trick the routers into going like, okay, these 2 things are trying to talk to each other, and it'll do NAT punch through. That's kind of dodgy. It doesn't always work. Another one is to do UDP rebroadcasting. So instead of connected to Brackenwood Online, you send all your network traffic to this guy, who forwards it all to him, and vice versa. So like, this rebroadcaster just just takes this data and just like shunts it off there. So basically what you do is you talk to Brackenwood Online, who would then, you'd get like a rebroadcaster port, we'd send that over here, and then we could form a connection that way. But all that is solved using dedicated servers, and in the future, like if you wanted to host a game and have like your own password and you wanted this to be on a dedicated server because we need to host like 24 people or something that you can't support here, we use what are called dynamic dedicated servers, where we will actually have kind of a fleet of open games, and you would talk to Brackenwood Online, and Brackenwood Online would be like, awesome, I'm going to go grab an open server for you. That's your server while you're logged in. And what people are talking about, we want to get to here. We want dynamic dedicated servers because that's how you make a good customer experience. You don't have to have a T1 to host a match and also have custom settings and everything like that are yours. And then you have things like Hamachi or something, which basically is like a little thing here with a private network, which does its own connection over to another little private network adapter and kind of uses the rest of the internet as a black box, and it kind of proxies all the data itself. The last line, whatever. You get the idea. This is the stupid explanation. It's all shit. Just listen to Al Gore. It's a series of tubes, and it leads nowhere. Just showing the game, lots of fun. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Endoscorpion. We're going to be working on this game for the next year, right? Yeah, chat's delayed because I'm not like, Twitch super partner. I'm just affiliate man. Hey, you take care too, Scorp. So we're going to be updating this for the next year. And we need to come up with, some more longer term plans after this launch and everything. You're here to support any way you can? Awesome. Well, we appreciate your support. That's what's kept Adam going for the last 6 years. So we'll be updating the game for the next year. We're going to see how many people actually play the game and want to play the game. And if there's a lot of interest and there's actually money to be made in making it, basically we're not in this to make like $1 million bajillion or something. We're in it to make enough money off of the game to make the game better, right? Like if everything works and people are interested, we get enough people playing, then we can have the cool things like we can actually pay for dedicated servers for players. Like that's obviously good. And if we get enough, we'll get dynamic dedicated servers, and if we get enough, we'll make the next game and add more character customizations that everybody wants. Yes, you can do the port forwarding stuff on your router. I would Google how to set up port forwarding and then your router. And there's probably a lot of gaming websites which have very specific instructions on how to do that, and I'm not familiar with them. Shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, Adam set up port forwarding. Like let's just, I'll throw that out there. If Adam can do it, then a lot of people can do it. Yeah, that's what you always do if you want to be the host and you're playing like Halo or something. You set up your Xbox with port forwarding, and then you just kill all the noobs. So for the next year, we're gonna go the next year pretty much regardless of if there's like no interest or everything sucks. We're still gonna make the games. They'll just maybe be smaller in scope if there's not going to be money to run dedicated servers, then you can't make a game that runs with dedicated servers, because as soon as the money runs out, you have to shut off the dedicated servers, and then nobody can play the damn game, right? Like, what's the point of that? But yeah, hopefully we got good stuff going on and all that. So I don't know. I'm thinking that I'm gonna go to sleep. No, I'm gonna have to be up for another hour and a half. But I can just chill out. So anyway, I don't know where I'm supposed to like send people to other people's channels, but I never do that because like I don't know anybody, and I'm an awful person, so I don't really have like friends. I live in a basement. Let's be honest here, and nobody I know is even online. So I don't know, Caracan, where should everybody go besides the website and sign up for the game and download it if they have a code? You should go to Blipsqueak. Let me take a look at that. I think that's somebody who Adam knows or links to. So is there like a real rating thing that you're supposed to do? Like, I noticed that when Adam popped in, he's got like this raid thing. How do you do that? How do you raid? Is there like a /raid? And then like I do like a name or something? Is that like a thing? Okay, there we go. Okay, it is /raid. Awesome. Too late. You're going over there. Yeah, so I did that, and then it's got like this countdown thing. I don't know how to do this crap. So everybody should go over to Blipsqueak's channel and have some fun.